Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review for you guys. So the movie I'm reviewing today is Little Monsters. So this Blu-ray was just released from the Lionsgate Vestron video line, and I had bought the DVD at a antique store for $2, and when I found out that this was coming out, I was like, I'm gonna sell that and buy this, and I hadn't watched it yet, so this was my first time watching the movie. So Little Monsters was released on August 25th, 1989. It was directed by Richard Allen Greenberg, and it stars Fred Savage as Brian, Howie Mandel as Maurice, and Ben Savage as Eric. This movie had a budget of $7 million, and at the box office it made $793,775. So I'm pretty sure this got a limited release in theater, so it really made hardly any money compared to the budget of $7 million. So let's kind of talk about what Little Monsters is about. And like I said, this was my first viewing of it, so I was kind of really interested in seeing what it was about because I've heard some pretty good things. So we start off with this family, and the parents are always fighting, and the dad is he's like a really mean and abusive father, and we have the two main characters, or at least one main character of Brian, who's probably, I think they say he's about 12, and then his little brother, who is Eric. So Eric one day said that he had seen a monster in his room and under his bed, and so his parents are like, no, there's no monster, just go back to sleep. And then Eric kind of dares Brian to stay in Eric's room for one night to see what was going on. So Eric does, and by doing this, he meets Maurice. So Maurice is played by Howie Mandel, and he's a big little blue monster. He lives in this world that is underneath the bed, which it's kind of like weird logistics, but he lives in this world, and there's like a whole bunch of other monsters, and essentially what he does is he plays pranks on people. So he'd put Brian's bike behind his dad's car, so when his dad pulled the car out, the bike got ran over, and things kind of just like that. At first, Brian is very skeptical, but he also realizes that Maurice can only be around when the lights are off. Once the lights come on, he just kind of falls into a bunch of dirty clothes, essentially. And so they foster this relationship, and they kind of start doing, Maurice takes him down into the underground area, and they go and prank a whole bunch of kids and stuff. And they're just having a good old time, and then all of a sudden, one of these, the really bad people in this area takes Eric, and then Brian and Maurice and his friends have to go and try to save Eric from this guy. And that's where I'm going to leave the synopsis. So I really liked the character designs of this. Maurice looked really cool, and so did a lot of the other monsters that we saw. Honestly, this kind of reminds me of the creatures from Nightbreed, the Clive Barker adaptation. So I thought that that was kind of interesting, but I did like Nightbreed from what I remember, and I was just like, those look kind of familiar. I mean, overall, I would say this movie is kind of like if Monsters, Inc. had been with, young kids who could, talk more than Boo. So I hadn't really seen Howie Mandel as an actor before, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought Howie Mandel, really went for it in this movie, and he really just didn't hold back. And I thought that that turned out, I mean, he was so Maurice was kind of a little far out there, but I thought that the commitment of Howie Mandel for this role was really astounding, and I thought it really led to some funny moments in this movie. But I really don't think that there was too many things that I did not like. I thought that this movie was pretty decent, and I would have definitely recommend you guys check it out. So now let's talk about what other people thought of this movie. On Letterboxd, it has a 2.8 out of 5. And on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 44% critic score and a 62% audience score. And like I said, you know, this kind of reminds me of like if Clive Barker made something for kids. I think that is kind of like the special sauce. And for it being my first time watching it, I really did enjoy it. So that is it for this review. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of Little Monsters if you've seen it. And if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Bye!